Have you noticed your favorite local spot feels a little off lately? The portions are smaller, the flavors blend into one forgettable mush, and that bill? It's skyrocketing while the tables around you stay empty. These days, dining out isn't just expensive, it's increasingly rare for many families. Restaurant traffic has dipped noticeably recently, with industry reports showing declines of around 3% in foot traffic, pushing more people to cook at home amid lingering inflation concerns and economic uncertainty. But why? Persistent inflation, shifting consumer habits, and bad service all play roles. Yet dig deeper and you'll find a dominant player in the background. Sysco, the world's largest food service distributor, holding about 17% of the highly fragmented US market, but wielding outsized influence through scale and acquisitions. Today, we're unpacking how consolidation in food distribution, exemplified by Sysco's growth, contributes to menus tasting more uniform, costs rising for operators, and independent restaurants struggling to thrive. Drawing from investigative reports, industry analyses, and recent trends, we'll explore the broader story behind America's changing dining landscape. It all started back in 1969 when 9 regional food wholesalers merged to form Sysco, creating a national powerhouse aimed at supplying restaurants with everything from produce to equipment in one efficient package. Over decades, Sysco pursued aggressive growth, acquiring over 150 companies and expanding internationally, including major deals like the Breaks Group in Europe. By 2025, Sysco operates more than 330 distribution facilities worldwide, employs around 75,000 people, and reported annual revenue exceeding $81 billion. This scale allows Sysco to dominate broadline distribution, one-stop shopping for thousands of items at competitive prices, while competitors like US Foods and Performance Food Group trail behind. A notable chapter in this expansion was the attempted 2015 merger with US Foods, which the Federal Trade Commission blocked over antitrust concerns, arguing it would give the combined entity up to 75% control in certain markets and reduce competition, potentially leading to higher prices for customers like restaurants and hospitals. That blockage preserved some rivalry, but Sysco has continued gaining share through organic growth and smaller acquisitions, solidifying its position in a $370 billion US food service market. Sysco's efficiency relies on partnering with massive producers, such as Tyson for poultry or Driscoll's for berries, suppliers that enable vast volumes but have faced scrutiny. Tyson, for instance, has settled allegations involving child labor violations and price fixing in pork, while berry operations have been linked to wage theft claims. Seafood supply chains have drawn particular attention. In 2024, Sysco was connected to Chinese processors accused of using forced Uyghur labor, prompting the company to sever ties after investigations and congressional inquiries. Sysco emphasizes its supplier code of conduct prohibits such practices and highlights quick responses, like terminating relationships upon verified issues. Still, the opacity of global seafood chains makes full transparency challenging industry-wide. Scale drives reliance on frozen, pre-portioned, and pre-made products shippable nationwide, jalapeno poppers assembled overseas, soy-extended burger patties, or desserts designed for microwave reheating. These offer consistency and labor savings for busy kitchens, but often prioritize shelf life and cost over fresh, bold flavors. Many house-made items start as Sysco-branded tubs or mixes. In rural or underserved areas, limited alternatives force owners into exclusive deals, dealing with occasional stockouts, delivery damages, or sudden price adjustments that squeeze thin margins. The outcome is a homogenization of American menus. From casual chains like Chili's to independent pubs, appetizers and entrees increasingly draw from similar catalogs, creating that eerie, same-taste, coast-to-coast sensation highlighted in viral discussions. Post-pandemic recovery brought challenges. While Sysco sales grew modestly in fiscal 2025, around 2 to 4% in various quarters amid product cost inflation of 1 to 2%, restaurant operators faced steeper pressures. Declining traffic, tariff concerns, and higher operational costs led chains to shrink portions, elevate prices, or cut quality. Families routinely face $100 to $200 tabs for casual meals, accelerating a shift toward home cooking or delivery. Major chains have borne the brunt.
Bankruptcies and closures surged in recent years, with full-service segments hit hard with debt loads and traffic drops. Private equity ownership often compounds issues, involving real estate sales that inflate rents, or rigid supplier contracts favoring volume over variety. Food safety scares, like past outbreaks, further nudged kitchens toward pre-processed items for perceived reliability, even if it means less freshness.
For independent restaurant owners, the barriers are steep. Many aspire to source locally, fresh eggs from nearby farms, artisan breads, or seasonal produce, but dominant distributors crowd out smaller regional suppliers. Switching away from a broadliner like Sysco can mean higher costs, unreliable deliveries, or losing access to certain staples. Chef shortages exacerbate this. Low wages, unpredictable hours, and limited creative control deter talent, leaving kitchens reliant on simplified, pre-made menus that feel more assembly line than artisanal. Labor tensions within Sysco itself add layers. Strikes by Teamsters in various regions over wages and conditions highlight broader industry strains. The result is a fading of dining's magic. Those unique regional specialties, unexpected discoveries, and communal experiences that made eating out special. We're risking the erosion of local food cultures, small farm economies, and the vibrant jobs tied to truly independent eateries. Yet, counter-arguments exist. Sysco and similar distributors provide essential scale, offering high-quality options alongside budget ones, including premium and local lines through divisions like FreshPoint. They argue consumer trends toward convenience and value drive menu choices, not just supplier catalogs. Regional distributors remain alternatives in many areas, and Sysco's variety, over 500,000 products, empowers operators to differentiate if they choose. Recent signs of recovery, like chain expansions and moderate traffic improvements in some quarters, suggest the industry isn't in freefall, but adapting to cautious spending. Still, hope endures through consumer choices. We can drive change by patronizing scratch-made kitchens that prioritize local sourcing, Spots baking bread daily, featuring farm-fresh ingredients, and avoiding long-haul uniformity. Ask questions. Where does this come from? Support transparent operations and policies curbing excessive consolidation, such as vigilant antitrust oversight on future mergers, or incentives for regional supply chains. Explore community-supported agriculture ties, or co-ops linking restaurants directly to producers. Vote with your dollars for quality and uniqueness over sheer convenience. By doing so, we can help preserve and revive the diverse, flavorful dining scene that makes meals memorable, one thoughtful choice at a time. Thanks for watching. If this resonates, share your recent dining experiences or favorite local gems below. Until next time, eat thoughtfully and support the spots keeping flavor alive.